So when someone aggravates you, what you want to say to yourself, maybe even to them, is thank you very much, because you have caused an eruption in me of clarity of which you are not living. So I have a choice. I can focus upon this thing that has just happened, which has caused me to expand, or I can focus upon my expansion. And then tell them truthfully, I feel more like just focusing on you and hating you more. Seems like the logical thing to do. It's the thing I've practiced the most. And I have to admit, it's a lot easier to look at you than it is to close my eyes and imagine you better. But in time, what you will come to realize is that all of these people who are mixing it up with you are all here just as you knew they would be, to help you in your expansion, to help you in your eternal evolution. And it's a little ironic, don't you think, that the very ones that help you with your greatest expansion are also the very ones that you use as your excuse not to go there. And that's another reason why you're so mad at them. They're really in there tight in your creative process. In other words, they goaded you into expansion, and now they taunt you into not having it. We want you to realize that you're in charge of all of this. You get to feel as good as you decide that you want to feel. And it does require focus. It does require looking where you want to look. It does require trying to see through the eyes of Source. It does require feeling your way there. And that really is what this gathering is about. It's about understanding the aspects of law of attraction and using your guidance system in order to allow yourself to be the expanded being that life has caused you to be. And friends, we want you to know that if you don't allow yourself to be the expanded being that life has caused you to become, you're not going to be happy. In other words, we want to give this to you gently, but you've got no choice. You have no choice if you want to be joyful other than to turn in the direction of what you've become and to do your best to embrace what you have become. And we'd like to give you a shortcut, but you won't take it. We'd like to say to you, you are a lover, love. We would like to say to you, you are a prosperous being, and we know that is so because we've seen your escrows. You are a prosperous being, so be it. And you say, okay, but first I just have to complain a little more. You are vital and alive and clear-minded and healthy. You are brilliant beings who have come forth with great purpose. There is a goodness that is you that is beyond verbal description. So be it. And you say, I will, but first I want to complain just a little more. So we think we've made our point. You are source energy in physical bodies, and you've come into these physical bodies with wonderful reason, and this reason is serving you so well, and you are expanding like crazy these days. There has never been a time of such immense contrast and such enormous expansion ever in all that has ever been before. Here you are on the leading edge of the most dynamic expansion. And the question that we want to put to you is, are you letting yourself go in the direction of your expansion, or are you holding yourself back? As we're moving forward today, we want to talk to you about anything that is important to you. And it is our desire to assist you bit by bit in recognizing what you might do, what thoughts you might think, what words you might say, what approach you might take, what overview you might try to hold, what tools you might offer that will more easily allow you to move in the direction of your expansion. Because the bottom line is, it doesn't matter what seminar you attend, and it doesn't matter what phase of life you're in, and it does not matter what subject you are focused upon in any moment of time. The only thing worth talking about, the only thing that you need to get good at, is understanding that it's already done, and you've just got to figure out how to let it be in your experience. The money you want is done. It's in your vibrational escrow. Your body that you want is there too. Your relationships, your way with people, your personality improvements, everything that you've been wanting, every single thing that life has caused you to ask for, a little bit or a lot, is done. Now, many of you say, I don't think so, I don't see it. If it's true, then where is my stuff? And we say, everything that you see around you that is already materialized was first thought that was thought upon. Everything that is material is preceded by thought. So when we tell you it's done vibrationally, this isn't some pie in the sky, Pollyanna sort of fluffy stuff that we're giving you. This is the factual evidence of all things that precede everything that is manifested. It is already done, but your doubt that it is done keeps you from manifesting it. Your hope that it is done helps you move closer and begins to give you evidence of it. Your belief that it is done gives you so much evidence that you just cannot deny it. When you know it is done, it is manifest. Many of you say, well, I'll know it's done when it's manifest. And we say, you have to know beforehand. You have to know. And the best way we know of to help you to know about things not yet materialized is to look at the evidence of what is, to watch what is working in your life and try to understand what dynamics were there. Sometimes you were born into an environment where those around you have particular attitudes, and as you observe and mimic their attitudes, then you observe and therefore mimic and then therefore offer your own vibration that matches it, and then life gives you the things that match those things. And that's true of things wanted and not wanted. There's a whole lot of vibrational mimicry going on. It's hard to live in a family where your mother was worried about money all the time and you not pick up those attitudes of money shortageness. And most of you, if you pick them up in the early days of your experience, you pick them up and you've been regurgitating them ever since. And this is so obvious when you look back on it. Isn't it logical that when somebody that you know up close is having an experience and they're beating the drum of it, talking about it a lot, and you are witnessing them living it, that their words of how it is and the evidence that you see displayed in their life of how it is makes you believe that that's how it is. So now that you believe that that's how it is, life, law of attraction, brings you evidence of it being that way, and then you're sure that's how it is. So then you write your book, this is how it is. This is how it is. And the question that we want you to leave this workshop saying to yourself is, this may be how it is, but is this how I want it to be? And if the answer to that is no, this is not how I want it to be, then stop reading that book, stop writing that book, stop beating that drum, and start telling a new story. Tell the story of the way you want it to be. You will be bowled over by how quickly the universe will respond to your new story. You just gotta tell the story the way you want it to be. And what we notice is, at first your story will be sort of like this. I don't like it this way at all. I don't like it this way at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not fair. I don't like it. It's not fair. But then, as you start telling a new story, your story will sound like, I'd like it to be different. I'd like it to be different. I'd like it to be different, but I don't see that it's very different. I'd like it to be different, but I don't see it's very different. I'd like it to be different, but I don't see it's very different. I like it to be different, but I don't see it's very different. I'd like it to be different, but I don't see it's very different. And you can stay in that holding pattern your whole life. I'd like it to be different, but I don't see that it is different. I'd like it to be different, but I don't see that it is different. But now hear this story. I'd like it to be different. I want it to be different. I hope it will be different. It doesn't look different. That much difference in your story will help it be different. Did you hear the difference? I want it to be different. I hope it will be different. I'd really like it to be different. It's not different. Can you feel the difference? Before it was want it, don't have it. Want it, don't have it. Want it, don't have it. Now it's want it, hope it, really hope it, really want it, don't have it. More airtime over here, did you see? I want it to be different. I'd like it to be different. I see some things are a little different. This isn't different. Better story. I want it to be different. I've noticed it's becoming a little different. It's not as different as I would like it to be, but it's different. ooh, I like this different story. The manifestation hasn't come yet, but I'm feeling better in the story. I wish you'd come along. But I'm feeling better in this different story. I'm feeling better. Things are loosening up. Oh, did I tell you that this happened? Something good happened. Something good happened. Something good happened. Milk it. Something good happened. Something really good happened. Something really good happened. Something really good happened. Call everybody you know. Something really good happened. Something really good something really good happened. Something really good happened. You just have to spend more airtime, more vibrational broadcast time. We're not kidding about airtime. You are broadcasting mechanisms, and you broadcast by virtue of what's going on in your mind, not just what you say with your words. What you're thinking is your broadcasting. You're broadcasting, and that broadcast is being recognized by law of attraction and matched up with things like it. You can't set your radio dial on 6:30 a.m. and hear what's being broadcast on 98.7 FM. The frequencies have to match up. Now let's talk about this. When you offer a vibration, law of attraction responds to it. When you offer it often, it's more powerful reception. In other words, when you think about something frequently, chronically, what happens is it becomes such a dominant part of your vibrational offering that your stream of attraction gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So what happens is every time this vortex, where all of the things that you want are hovering in vibrational form, this vortex is being responded to by law of attraction, and it's stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. As you become more and more and more hopeful, you come into the vicinity of what's going on here. And do you know, I'm going to give this to you in a way that you will always remember. You're really going to like this. This vibrational escrow, where your dreams were launched by you, conceived by you, now they've been tended by the source within you, and law of attraction's been gathering all of the components of them. Get the picture? All there swirling around. You're the only one missing. In the moment you enter the arena, the manifestation occurs. In other words, it's ready for manifestation. It just requires you there on the wavelength. Can you get that? With far less effort than you know, if you will make an effort to take an emotional journey rather than trying to figure out how it's going to come and where it's going to come from and who's going to bring it and when it's going to get there, if you will just talk about what you want and why you want it and try to bring yourself to the emotion of hopefulness, you're on your way. Once you make it to hope about anything, the universe will give you enough evidence that you will then begin to believe. And once you believe, you're in, and then the manifestations will just come showering down upon you, and people around you will say, what in the world has happened to you? And you'll say, I got into my vibrational escrow. I got in. I got in. And they'll say, what in the world are you talking about? You say, oh, it's a long story. I was source energy. I made a part of me come forth into physical. I explored the contrast. I threw these rockets of desire over there. For a long time, my vibrational escrow was growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and source energy was tending it for me, but I was over here beating the drum of what I did not want. And then I got hopeful and I got in, and now everything that I want is coming to me. Now what? What do you want to talk about? On the aisle, right.